All right, so I'm here with Katie.
Hi guys.
And I'm excited. I'm going to interview her today. So, Katie, why don't you tell everyone how you got started at Remix?
So I got started at Remix like a year and a half ago, and I did it honestly because I wanted a free gym membership, and we were hiring for the front desk, and I was willing to open every day if it meant I didn't have to pay to work out.
There you go. I didn't know this.
It's my true story. I saw the Instagram post, and
Yeah.
I was tired of paying for other gyms, and I honestly didn't really love any of the gyms I was
Yeah.
going to. So I was like, a free membership. I'll do whatever. Like, I had mornings off at the time, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, if you're hiring early morning, I'm free. Let's go.
Funny. So you said you didn't like the other gyms you were going to. What made you think, like, okay, Remix will be for me?
So the other gyms I was going to, I felt like we were doing the same workout. It was a little bit more of like a box chain, so it was the same thing consistently day after day, and there weren't quite as many times on the schedule, and the classes that were scheduled would fill up. So that was what was really hard for me, was my schedule was not that available, and the class times that I could get to, I was never able to sign up for the class.
Okay.
So not only did time not work for me, but I also was consistently getting bored.
Yeah. Oh, and then so you're like, oh, Remix.
Remix.
They
Yep.
mix it up, so this is
Yep.
perfect.
It was the mix. It was the idea of like, and I looked at the schedule and I was like, everything's different. And honestly, I didn't know a ton about Remix when I started, but I just was like, after stalking you guys on Instagram and like Facebook and all that kind of stuff, I was like, why not? I'll give it a shot.
What was your first class you took?
Cardio Sculpt at 5:30 a.m. with Anna Emery and Mary Kate.
Oh my goodness, that's a.
Yep.
And you came
On
back.
a Monday.
And you came back.
And I came back. That's my story. I'm like, if I made it through that, I can do anything.
It's a great class.
It's a wonderful.
Yeah.
I think I teach it now. I've
Yes,
come full
there you
circle.
go. Yes. You're like, now it's me.
Right now,
I'm teaching
I
it.
do that
Right.
for everybody.
That's amazing. So since that first class and now, what changes have you seen in yourself?
So I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen physical changes. I'm down 3 pant sizes. I mentally feel like I can handle more. I've really sort of taken that mentality of like, I can do this, I can do something else. If I can get through this, I can get through something else. A lot of instructors will say, if you can do this for 30 seconds, you can do anything. Yeah. I know I say it now too. Yeah. That's another change, is now I instruct. But just that kind of stuff, like the mental aspect of realizing you can do hard things, you can show up for you, curving that time out for you, and just sort of being there and getting through it.
Oh, I love that. I feel like that's such a good line too, because sometimes we make things out to be bigger in our heads and like, this is so tough, this is so hard, but then if you think about it, you're like, you know, I can get through this.
Yes.
This is only a short amount of time
in
my day, and I can get through this. And if you can do that little bit in class, it helps prepare you for all the hard things that come your way in life.
Yes, and that's always what I think about, like, especially during a plank, when it's like a 1-minute plank, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. But then I'm like, wait, what else do I have to do today? Like, I can do anything after this.
Right.
Like, this may physically be the hardest thing I do. So, like, physically, everything else today is just me walking around.
Yeah, it's like a piece of cake, right?
Yeah. A cakewalk.
A cakewalk. I love that. So Katie, she not only teaches, but she is one of our managers. She works the front desk, and she meets a lot of new clients. So what types of objections do you typically hear from them, and what could you say to them to help them get over those?
Yeah, so a lot of it actually is similar to the hesitations I had when I was switching out of another gym, and it was timing. What time options do you have? What time do I have? Can I really make it? And I think that's the big thing about Remix, is we have so many options starting at 5 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m., and then now we have those different time frames. So you have the 45-minute classes, you have the 30-minute classes, you have the 30s back-to-back. So at the end of the day, there's always going to be an option for you. And I think that's something I always try to reassure new clients.
Yeah.
Is it's like, take 30 minutes first. Take 30 minutes a week, show up once a week for 30 minutes and see what happens from there. And you're going to realize you actually do have that time. It's just a lot scarier thinking about blocking off that time.
Right. And I liked what you said, start with just 30 minutes at a time. A lot of people think, oh, I need to jump in, I need to do every single class and all the classes, and there's so many classes. Just take your time with it and ease into it.
Yes.
Because then, we always say, you're working out for life, not just for a little bit, not just for the summer. This is something that we want to do for life, and there's no rush. It's not a race. We'll all get there at our own pace.
Yeah, and I know for me, when I first started working out, I mean, I was working the desk too, but I only took Friday morning with Nicole consistently.
Okay. Yeah.
I would try to jump in other times, but I made sure if I could get to that one class,
right,
I could do anything.
And now
today I took a double. Yesterday I taught 4.
Oh my gosh, you're like, now I'm so tired.
Now I'm exhausted. I don't recommend doing 7 and 12, 24 hours, but
But you can do it.
You can
though.
do it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. Like
Now
a
you can
year
do
ago,
it.
I started and I could
Right.
barely get through one a week, and
Yeah.
now I voluntarily wake up on a Friday morning to do a double.
Oh, I love that.
So
Any parting words that you have to say to everyone about Remix, about anything, just about anything, anything,
life.
and about
About
anything at all.
any
Words of wisdom.
Friday
for
wisdom.
us. Yes.
I mean, honestly, I think it goes back to like if you can do it, you can do anything, and it's just the
Yeah.
mentality of showing up for you, carving out that time, and doing something that's going to challenge you because it's just going to like snowball.
Yeah.
Like if you can do that one hard thing, you can do 5 other hard things, and next thing you know, you've set new routines, you've accomplished new goals, and you're just like catapulting forward.
Wow. Well, thank you, Katie. This was amazing.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
everyone, come check us out if you haven't already. We got a new intro offer. So talk to Katie. Katie will hook you
Yeah,
up.
right. I'll get you set up. Let's do it.
All right. Happy Friday, everyone.
Bye, guys.